Well, after getting off to a 1-4 start in round-robin play, the Atlanta Red Barons have found themselves in the 18 and over National Division one-shot national championship game. We'll have all the play-by-play coming up next on APN. APN Sports welcomes you into the 2018 Men's Senior Baseball League's World Series. We're coming to you from Tempe Diablo Stadium, the winter home of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And today it's home to the 2018 18 and over National Championship game, winner take all. And as we mentioned earlier, the Atlanta Red Barons, who started out 1-4 in round robin play, but they defeated an outstanding Royals team in the semifinals 14-3 behind the outstanding pitching of Edward Garcia. Garcia threw a complete game en route to a 14-3 victory in the semifinals. On the other side, it's the Orange County Rays getting set to take the field here. They come in with a record of 4 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie, and they're coming off a very thrilling 5-4 victory over BIP. And in that game, an outstanding job by their starting pitcher, Henry Buenrostro. He pitched a complete game in that one, and today they are going to send to the mound right-hander Rory Gaddy. If you're ready now, the starting lineups for the Atlanta Red Barons taking on the Orange County Rays in this 18 and over National Championship game. Eric Esquin is in center field leading things off. Dion Tenney, one of the DH, bats second. Mark Ortega at third base hits third. Dan Ward will bat fourth, another DH. Shortstop, Venezuelan Alex Delgado will bat fifth. McAdams will bat sixth, along with Grillo, the catcher Msbl, first baseman Rocky Callaway, and Willie Mizrahi in right field. All right, so we're ready to go, and the game's first pitch. And Eric sends this one sailing into the seats out of play, and this game is underway. First pitch at 9 o'clock sharp. And you're watching the Msbl World Series on APNvideo.com. Next delivery is going to be fouled off, or did it hit him? It hit him. He squared the bunt, and the ball hit him, and so Atlanta has a leadoff hitter aboard. And already we have a change in pitching. I don't know if this is a move that was similar to what Craig Counsell did to the Dodgers, where he had a starting pitcher come out, but he's going with a right-hander, and it looks like the starting pitcher, Rory Gaddy, might be staying into the game, but I don't know why they pulled him after one batter. So we got a new pitcher on the mound. It's going to be the right-hander Matt Homestead. So Homestead, the first batter he'll be facing, is going to be Dion Tenney. He's one of the outfielders for this Atlanta team. In fact, had an outfield assist earlier this week when they played the Royals over at Goodyear on Wednesday. He's up there with a runner at first base, and there goes the runner. Pitch is taken for a called strike. No chance. So Esquilin doing the job in that leadoff position for Atlanta. He got hit by a pitch and then stole second, and now Tenney hits a high major league fly ball out in the, well, actually straightaway left field. The center fielder comes on to make the catch. That'll be the first out of the ball game. That'll bring up right-handed hitting Mark Ortega, the starting third baseman for ATL. Played at Boston College. Very talented third place hitter, one of the best, probably one of the best all-around hitters in this entire tournament. And you almost factor that, maybe these two teams are two of the best teams that are participating in this 31st annual Msbl World Series. Ball one. Runner at second base with one out. Eric Esquin out of the Pecos League and Garden City takes a lead, bounces off, and the batter takes a strike. Ortega. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ortega trying to give ATL an early 1-0 lead with a runner in scoring position at second base. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's high and inside, 2-1. Of course, cavernous dimensions here at Tempe Diablo Stadium. 360 down the right field line, 420 to center, 340 to left. Power alleys are right around 400. In fact, I think it might even be about 410 to the scoreboard in right center field. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Third place hitter Mark Ortega with Dan Ward on deck. Scoreless tie, top of the first inning in this championship game, and that ball hit him, and that is the second hit batsman in 3 at-bats to start this winner-take-all 18 and over national championship game. I'll bring up Dan Ward, 2018 Shore League Most Valuable Player. He was drafted by the Texas Rangers, cleanup hitter for ATL, and they take high, ball 1. So first and second occupied with 1 man out. We're in the top of the first inning. The Red Barons and the Rays in this winner-take-all championship game. Dan Ward, who made a tremendous over the head catch down the right field line in that game against the Royals, a game that we had on YouTube in our live feed. They ended up losing that game on a game-winning 3-run home run by Sloan Solia, 8-7. As we mentioned, the Red Barons coming in with a record of 1 win, 4 losses, really struggled in round-robin play. But you know, you look at in terms of the eye test, this team definitely meets the eye test. They got a lot of great athletes. They've got tremendous speed, especially at the top of the lineup. Yeah, I stand corrected. The new pitcher is Eric Ornelas. Ornelas is the new pitcher. And that's ball 4, so he has hit a batter, he has walked a batter after getting Tenney to fly out harmlessly to left, and now the bases are loaded, filled with Red Barons. Now the Venezuelan shortstop Alex Delgado with the bases loaded. He takes a slider for a strike. He's down 0-1. Also played in that United Shore League along with Dan Ward. I think a couple of others on this ATL roster. That's out of play to the right side. He hit it well. And there's no balls and 2 strikes on the Atlanta shortstop, Alex Delgado. Bases loaded with nobody, with 1 man out here in the top of the first inning. The pitch. And a chopper towards the shortstop. They'll score the run, but they will get the double play, and that'll retire the side. A 6-3 double play, and the Rays get out of a bases-loaded 1-out jam. And after a half an inning of play, championship play of the 31st annual Msbl World Series, the Rays coming up, no score. Big, tall right-hander Josh Hodges will get the start here today for ATL. He was drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates, played Double-A baseball for the Pirates, also in the American Association. He will get the nod here as the starting pitcher in this winner-take-all championship game. He'll be facing Homestead, Jimenez, and Max Surgeon, the first 3 up here for the Rays. Defensively, Callaway at first, Castro second. Delgado is at shortstop. Ortega is at third base. Willigan left, Esquin in center, and Mizrahi is in right field with Msbl doing the catching, and as I said, Josh Hodges, a farmhand in the Pittsburgh Pirate organization, towing the rubber, and the first pitch is a swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. The catalyst in the Orange County Rays lineup, Matt Homestead, hoping to have a big game here and find a way to get on base against this big, tall right-hander, and a tough one indeed. Who gets the breaking pitch over, and it's 0-2 the count on leadoff hitter Matt Homestead. The 0-2 pitch. Slider missed way outside. 1-2. Beautiful. Again, another breezy day here in the Valley of the Sun. Game time temperature 84 degrees. It's going to be a warm one today. This one's popped straight back towards us, and Tim Matson was bailing on that one, and we got it on camera. He was bailing. I can't believe it. I'm so disappointed. The former Chicago North Cub. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. Next up, a guy can handle the bat very well, Freddie Jimenez. He swings and he misses as he bit on that hard-breaking slider. You get the feeling with Hodges that you're not going to see maybe the same pitch every time up on that first delivery. That one's popped up. The third baseman trips on the pitcher's mound, and now the ball gets away, and the runner will head down to second base. Well, hopefully Ortega is going to be all right. He took a good spill. That'll go as a base hit. Actually, I think it's going to go as a double, an infield double. That's a rarity in baseball. Here's Max Surgeon, third place hitter in the lineup. One of the heart and soul players of this Orange County Rays team. He takes outside ball one, so the Rays catch a break. They get an infield double off the bat of Freddie Jimenez. He's at second base, one out, representing the first run of the contest. And a tough competitor at the plate in Max Surgeon. There goes the runner. He swung on and missed. Throw to third and got him. What an outstanding tag by Ortega. And that makes amends for not coming up with the pop-up off the bat of Jimenez. That was an excellent tag and a fine throw by Msbl from behind home plate for the Barons. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Taken low for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, Adam Coots is now going to pinch hit. He will inherit a 2-1 count. Nobody on with 2 out, and he takes outside ball 3. So whatever happens here, it will be credited to Coots. And that's a strike called. He thought that was ball 4. He is pinch hitting, and we've had our second substitution here, kind of out of the blue by the Rays. Remember that Rory Gaddy started the ball game and then faced one batter. He hit Eric Esquilin, the leadoff hitter for the Red Barons, and then came out of the ball game. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And the first inning is in the books in this 18 and over national championship game. And we are scoreless from the winter home of the Angels. Tepe Diablo Stadium, we go to the top of the second inning. Championship day here on this Sunday, October 21st. Jeff Lowry with APMvideo.com. Second inning of work for second pitcher Eric Ornelas. He comes through with a good fastball, close to 80 miles an hour. Strike on the outside corner. Former single-A player for the Cleveland Indians organization at the plate, and Josh McAdams. He'll lead things off. He'll be followed by Grillo and then Cam Msbl, the catcher. No score, top of the second. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ornelas delivers, and that one behind the batter. The Rays pitching staff has already hit 2 batters in this game, and we're only in the top of the second. Ready with the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging. Slider, 1 down. That'll bring up Ben Grillo, hard-hitting right-hand hitter. No score, top of the second. First pitch, breaking ball. Didn't break much, stayed high and out inside, ball 1. Been playing with a herniated disc and has some experience in the Pecos League. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss. Well, so far, Eric has shown a pretty good fastball, probably in the low 80s. Right-hander kicks and deals, and Grillo grounds one to the right side where the second baseman's got it. Gobbles it up and throws on to first, 2 down. So Velarde to Prado. Had a chance to talk to Andrew before the game, helped out with the lineups and the roster and the pronunciations. That one's fouled straight back, nothing, and 1 the count. Cam Msbl batting for the first time with nobody on. Scoreless tie, top of the second inning. And look out. That bat came flying out of the hands of Cam, and he almost hit the on-deck hitter. And Rocco Callaway's hiding behind the netting. I don't blame him. I'll be honest with you. I did not think Rocco was going to get out of the way of that one. So no balls and 2 strikes. You don't want to do that to Rocco. He's a big guy. That bat probably would have snapped in half if it hit him. And that's a swing and a miss and a good inning for the Rays. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. 4 in a row set down by Ornelas. And at the end of an inning and a half of baseball, championship baseball, no score. Andy Velarde will lead things off. We go to the home half of the second inning. The Orange County Rays battling the Red Barons of ATL in this 18 and over National Division National Championship game. Eric in center field will make the play, and there's 1 up, 1 down. Next batter up, left-handed hitting Oscar Rodarte for the Rays, and the first pitch from Hodges is inside ball 1. He's got a mean cutting slider or slurve, whatever you want to call it. Really eats up those left-handed hitters. No score, bottom of the second. In the air, shallow left, the shortstop Delgado giving way to the left fielder, and he'll make the catch, 2 down. So Willig makes the catch in left field. He had to run a long ways to get to that baseball. Well, here's the starting pitcher, Rory Gaddy, who only faced 1 batter in this game back in the top of the first inning, and he's batting for the first time. No score, bottom of the second. And a broken bat, little pop up to the pitcher, and Josh has it, made a nice play on it, and the side is retired. 2 in the book, 18 and over, National Division, winner take all, no score. Heading now to the top of the third inning, here's Rocco Callaway leading things off for the Red Barons, and the first pitch is taken for a strike. A chance to see this Red Baron team back on Wednesday of this week and taking on the Rocky Mountain Royals. That was an exciting game. It was a finish the Barons probably didn't like, as that one swung through and missed. And it's 0-2 on Rocco Callaway, the number 9 hitter. Mizrahi and then Esquilin will follow. One ball, 2 strikes to the first baseman. Outside a ball. Sydney, Australia native Jason Tolhurst, the manager of the ATLs. And special thanks to him for setting up today's broadcast. The 2-2. And strike 3 called. Knee-high fastball. A little extra giddy up on that fastball. And Ornelas has his 3rd straight strikeout. That'll bring up the 10th place hitter, the final hitter in the lineup for Tolhurst's team, in Willie Mizrahi. Outstanding fielder. Barons have a couple of uniforms. They have like the red uniforms, and then they got the dark black shirts here today in this 18 and over National Division Championship game. The 0-1 pitch. Upstairs, 1-1. This one kind of reminds me of the Birmingham Barons, the minor league team. You might have remembered that Michael Jordan played on back in the mid-90s after he retired from the NBA. High fly ball, center field, and started back, but then decided he had to come in to make the catch. And Homestead takes care of business. 2 down for the Rays here in the top of the 3rd inning. And the Barons will send up their leadoff hitter, Eric Esquilin. Eric was hit by a pitch back in the 1st inning. Was left stranded after Alex Delgado bounced into a 6-3 double play to retire the side top of the 1st. We're in the top of the 3rd. Championship day here of the 31st Annual Msbl World Series, and we're scoreless. 2 out, nobody on. Eric takes high, and that evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Eric Ornelas on the mound. He's looked very impressive. He has struck out 3. He's walked a batter, he's hit a batter, but those were the second and third batters that he faced in the first inning. And now he's ahead in the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody on with 2 out. Outstanding fleet-footed center fielder at the plate. The pitch. And that one is lifted in the air and out of play to the right side. So another 1-2 pitch coming up. He struck him out swinging. He has struck out 4 of the last 5 batters that he has faced. And we're going to the home half of the 3rd inning. Still 0-0 in this championship game. First baseman Chris Prado to start it off. We go to the home half of inning number 3. Josh Hodges on the mound, and the first pitch is in there. Strike 1 call. Line drive center field, and this ball's going to drop in front of Eric for a base hit. So the leadoff hitter is aboard for the Orange County Rays. Pedro Gonzalez takes the first pitch, and a good hard fastball for a strike. So Josh Hodges coming right after these guys, and for the most part, he has gotten that first pitch over for a called strike. 0-1 the count to Gonzalez. Runner at first, swing and a miss. Might have taken a little bit off of that one on a straight change, and it's quickly 0-2 on Gonzalez. Chris Vega is on deck. Hodges with a long look in. Runner taking a very short lead at first base, being held on there. Now the next pitch, and it's high, and it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. And Gonzalez hanging tough, fouls that one off at the plate. Hodges ready with the 1-2 offering. He struck him out swinging. Left that one up in the strike zone, and I think that really paid off for him. Gonzalez unable to get on top of that high fastball, and there's one down here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Well, the 2 pitchers have combined for 7 strikeouts, Ornelas with 4 and Hodges with 3. Now Chris Vega. First pitch to him, and fouled that one off, and that got a piece of the catcher. I think he's all right. A leadoff single by Chris Prado. You got Ben Grillo now over at first base. Might be a situation where he and Callaway will be switching up a little bit. The 0-1 pitch. Inside fastball, 1-1. Well, a mostly sunny day, but a lot of clouds. There's some dark, puffy clouds that have just making its way over the right field line here at Tempe Diablo. Good breaking pitch there, or a slider. And it's 1-2. 1 out. We're in the home half of the 3rd inning. Yeah, it got kind of dark all of a sudden. Hodges trying to take care of Chris Vega and get hit the 2nd out recorded here in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the 1-2 pitch. He struck him out swinging. Both pitchers now with 4 punch outs. 2 down. And now the pitcher, Eric Ornelas. Ornelas takes and fouls it off. That is a foul ball at the plate, even though it was picked up by the Red Barons catcher in fair territory. The Rays have a plus 19 run differential coming into this game. They have scored 41 times through the first 6 games, so averaging right around 7 runs a game, while giving up just under 4 a game. Now the Barons, I've still got to add their run differential up. But the 14-3 victory over the Royals, even though the website says they only won 5-3. 2-1. That one is fouled off. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at first base. The pitch. And just outside. Just a bit outside. And now the count is full, and Hodges really wanted that call. He did not want to run the count full because now the runner at first base will get a head start. He'll be going as soon as Hodges lifts the leg, and here's the 3-2 pitch, and that is low, ball 4. That'll bring up Freddie Jimenez, who had an infield double back in the first inning, and takes high and tight, ball 1. Jimenez hit a very high pop-up his first time up in the home half of the first inning. Ortega came in from third base to field and had some footwork problem with the pitcher's mound. He tripped and fell, and the ball, I don't know if it hit the rubber or if it actually was kicked. I'd have to look at the replay, but the ball caromed all the way over in front of the third base dugout. And Jimenez went to second base and had an infield double. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out, runner at first and second. Runners at first and second. Hodges with 2 strikeouts looking for a third, and this one gets through the catcher. That'll be a pass ball, and now runners are at second and third for Orange County. And a swing and a miss. That was Matt Homestead, excuse me. Swing and a miss on Homestead, and the side is retired. Excellent job by the right-handed pitcher. Through 3, we are scoreless. This is the 18 and over National Division National Championship game. Back at the winter home of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and the first batter will be 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. And Dion Tenney, who flied to center field, his first and only time up. No score, top of the 4th inning. Championship day as the Orange County Rays, representing the home team, taking on the ATL, the Atlanta Red Barons. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And now both pitchers have 5 strikeouts. Now the third place hitter, and he just got plunked. Mark Ortega will take first base. He has been hit twice. That is the 3rd hit batsman for Orange County pitching. And now Dan Ward, the cleanup hitter. Ornelas has hit 2 batters. He's walked a batter, but he hasn't yielded a hit so far. Top of the 4th inning, 1 out. And the fastball rides high, 0-1. Or 1 ball, no strikes, excuse me, in this National Division National Championship game, 18 and over age group. Popped him up, and will this stay in play? The catcher, he's got a beat on it, and he dropped the ball. Well, he had a beat on it all the way, but could not corral it, and there'll be an error on the Orange County catcher. So that gives Ward new life. 1 ball, 1 strike to the cleanup hitter. Runner at first base. Runner is back in safely. Close play. Mentioned that Ward, drafted by the Texas Rangers. He takes a good fastball. Tremendous location that time by Ornelas. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Ward. Runner with a solid lead at first base. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Daniel Ward, and he swings and rifles one into right, but it's going to be caught. And there's 2 down here in the inning. I'll bring up the shortstop, Venezuelan native Alex Delgado. So there's 2 down in the inning. He takes high and away, ball 1. Delgado bounced into a 6-3 inning-ending double play in the top of the first inning. He's 0 for 1. No score, top of the fourth. Rays in the field. Trying to figure out that uniform that they're wearing. Is that, I don't know, it's like some kind of a retro uniform, and that is the fourth batter that has been hit. Now, if Eric hits one more, he will have to come out of the game as the pitcher. He will not be ejected, but he will have to come out of the game. And that one smarted. So the Ducks are on the pond for Josh McAdams. 2 on with 2 out, and Eric leaves that one high, ball 1. So he's got to be very careful if he wants to stay in here and stay the pitcher here for the Orange County Rays. He cannot hit another batter, or he'll have to come out of the game as the pitcher. Fly ball, foul, out of play. I've actually seen it a couple of times where someone's had to come off the mound because they've hit 4 batters in one game. And a fly ball down the right field line and drifting foul. Josh McAdams playing with an injured shoulder and hoping to drive in the game's first run here. He's got first and second, 2 out. No score, top of the fourth inning. The 1-2 pitch, and now time called. The 1-2 pitch. He struck him out swinging. Well, I'll tell you, he has looked impressive with the exception of the 3 hit batsmen. He heads back to the dugout, and the Rays will go to the bottom of the fourth inning in a scoreless tie. This is the 31st annual MSBL World Series, MSBLNational.com on APNvideo.com. All right, we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Orange County sending up Freddie Jimenez, who had a infield double back in the first inning when the third baseman, Mark Ortega, tripped over the pitcher's mound. The ball fell safely as Josh Hodges delivers, and that's in there for a strike, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Jimenez. Starting shortstop here today for the Orange County Rays, and the 0-2 pitch and a dribbler foul. Hodges working very quickly. And I don't know if the ball had hit the rubber or if it might have been kicked by Ortega, but it caromed all the way over to the third base dugout, or pretty close to the dugout. And Jimenez went to second. Here's a drive to left field. It is hit well, and the ball's going to be caught out there, 1 down. Nice defensive play by Willig. The ball was hit about 325 feet in the air. Would have been out of several major league ballparks, but here at Tempe Diablo, not the case. Nice catch out there by Willig, 1 down. I'll bring up Adam Coots. First pitch outside, ball 1. Josh Hodges in his 4th inning of work. He has struck out 5. And a strike called. Good pitch outside corner. And it's 1-1. Coots, who had the pinch hit for Caro Max Surgeon, after I think Max Surgeon might have pulled a muscle on one of the pitches. He inherited a 2-ball, 1-strike count. And I guess he's permanently taken the place. There's a swing and a miss. And that is the 6th strikeout for Hodges. 2 down. Well, we got a good old pitcher's duel here in the making in this 18 and over National Division Championship winner-take-all game. The first 2 have been retired by Hodges. And now Andy Velarde, who is the assistant head coach. Daniel Cardenas is the manager of the Orange County Rays in those retro 70s-like uniforms. A pitch. And it's in there for a strike, 2-1. Hodges played Double-A baseball in the Pittsburgh Pirate organization. He's on the mound. He's 2-1 and dealing, and a swing and a miss. That slider has been unhittable. Slider, I don't know if that was a slider or a cut fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Nobody on. Bottom of the 4th, and the pitch, and he struck him out swinging. The catcher's got to make a play at first, and he does. Excellent job by Msbl. And 7 strikeouts for Josh Hodges. ATL comes to the plate in a scoreless tie. Top of the 5th inning coming up here. We go back to the ATL Red Barons, and they're going to be facing Jose Gomez, the new pitcher, and he's going to be greeted with a base hit to left field. Ben Grillo comes up with the Red Barons' first base hit of the ball game here in the top of the 5th inning. So Josh McAdams will be the courtesy runner at first base. You saw him a moment ago. Cam up there for the second time, and he takes a strike. So the new pitcher on the mound, the right-hander Jose Gomez. In relief of Eric Ornelas, who pitched 4 outstanding no-hit innings of shutout baseball, even though he hit 3 and he walked a batter. He struck out 6 in 4 innings. Actually came into the game, Rory Gaddy started the game, hit the very first batter he faced, and then Eric came in and relieved him in 4 shutout no-hit innings. But the no-hitter is by the wayside as Grillo starts the top of the 5th inning with a base hit. 1-1. And there goes the runner in McAdams, and he's got a steal. He thought about heading to third, but probably made the wise decision and stayed put at second base. So the second stolen base of the contest. Two balls and a strike. That's low and inside. Now the count 3-1 on the Red Barons catcher. He calls time. Rocco Callaway on deck for the Barons. Got a good one going here. Scoreless tie, top of the 5th, and the 3-1 pitch is slapped to the left side. That's a base hit. Here comes the runner to third, and they will be at first and third. All right, so the stage is set here for Rocco Callaway. All right, here's Rocco. First and third occupied. Nobody out. The first pitch swung on and missed. Took something off of it. And he's down. No balls, 1 strike to Jose Gomez, the new pitcher on the mound here for the Orange County Rays. Infield playing at double play depth. They would probably give up the run if they knew they could turn the double play, and that's inside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Callaway had a couple of hits in the game that we did a few days ago when they played the Royals. Had a good cut at a high pitch, and it's now 1-2 on the first baseman. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Callaway. And he grounds this one hard down the line, but foul. Opportunity time here for the Barons. And a soft line drive, base hit left field, and the Barons draw first blood. Rocco Callaway coming through on a 2-strike pitch with nobody out, first and third. And the Barons draw first blood and lead it 1-0. Give some credit to McAdams. He was a courtesy runner after Grillo started the inning with a base hit. He stole second, moved to third, and now the runner is going to steal third. The catcher threw behind the runner, and he took off, never hesitated. And is in at third base, head first sliding safe. And that's another stolen base. So the Barons have 3. Remember, this is a team that was just 1-4 in round-robin play. They qualified for the playoffs. It's a 5-team division. They beat the Royals in the semifinals, and right now a 1-0 lead in the finals. Here's a shot out in the right field. It's going to be caught. Here's the catch, the tag, and the throw home is not in time. And ATL leads it 2-0. Sacrifice fly. So a good job by Willie. He comes through in the clutch. Sacrifice fly adds on to the lead. So the Orange County Rays have employed their fourth pitcher of the day in this 18 and over National Division Championship winner take all. And it's going to be Tino Luna, the southpawer. So a rough outing for Gomez. He faces 4. He's given up 2 runs. And the runner at first base still his responsibility. Luna is in. This is the 18 and over championship game on apmvideo.com. First batter that Luna will face is the leadoff hitter, Eric Esquilin, and he takes a strike, 0-1. So 2 runs have scored here for the Red Barons out of Atlanta, Georgia. And they lead it 2-0 here in the top of the 5th inning. They got an RBI single by Rocco Callaway as he went opposite field. And a sac fly by Mizrahi. You got a runner at first base and still only 1 man out. And the next pitch is grounded to the third baseman and into left field, base hit. Well, the sticks coming out here in the 5th inning for the Red Barons. So Eric on for the second time in 3 at-bats, and now Dion Tenney will bat, starting the game as a DH. And he pops this one up down the first base line, but that's going to get back into the seats. 0-1 on Dion Tenney. The Barons with 4 hits in the game, and all 4 of them have come here in the 5th inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. 1 out, first and second. Tino Luna, the 4th pitcher used by the Rays in this contest. And here's a shot, hit the rubber, picked up by the shortstop, and he throws him out at first. That ball was a rocket coming off the bat of Dion Tenney, and a fine play by the shortstop Jimenez, throwing him out at first base. Runners at second and third, 2 out. Now the third place hitter, Mark Ortega, who has been hit by a pitch twice in 2 tries, and hits one off the end of the bat for a 0-1 count on him. Ortega, the starting third baseman for the Barons, the 0-1 pitch. That's just low and away, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 runs in for the Barons. They lead it 2-0 here in the top of the 5th inning. In there for a strike. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Ortega bouncing one foul. Barons would love nothing more than to get those 2 runs in. They got one of their best hitters at the plate. And another 2-strike pitch, and this one hit out there in the Bermuda Triangle, and the play is safe at first base. Fielded by the first baseman. And Luna can't believe the call. It looked like he beat the runner to the bag, but the question was, did he get the foot down on the first base bag? And, well, our base umpire said no. So another run is in, and it's 3-0, and you can give Ortega credit for a base hit and an RBI. Now, the umpires might disagree with me, but I think on such a bang-bang play, unless the first base umpire was for sure, we got 3 umpires here. I think you got to get a little help on that call from the home plate umpire, unless the first base umpire saw that Luna did not indeed touch the bag. So here's Daniel Ward, 3 runs in, 5 hits. And a chopper over the mound, and nice job by the second baseman, and he throws him out, and that'll retire the side. What an outstanding play by Andy Velarde. He saves a run and ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 3-0 Barons. This is the 2018 MSBL World Series on APN. Well, we go to the bottom of the fifth inning, and the Rays have their work cut out for them. They down 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. It'll be Oscar Rodarte to start things off. He flied to left field back in the second inning. 3-0 Barons, fifth inning of work for starting pitcher Josh Hodges. Hodges kicks and deals the 1-1, swung on and missed. Now Hodges has been kind of hanging out in the upper part of the strike zone this entire game. He's pitched 4 innings of shutout baseball, and it's worked effectively for him. Here's the 1-2. He struck him out, breaking pitch. That is 8 strikeouts now for the starting pitcher of the Barons, 1 down. Yet another blustery day for our national pastime here in the Phoenix area. First pitch called strike to Rory Gaddy, who is today's starting pitcher for the Orange County. He lasted 1 batter and for some reason was taken out of the game. That's a swing and a foul, and it's 1-2. Josh Hodges on the mound. 4 1/3 innings. Comes back with a slider, 1-2. He has given up an infield hit and a single to Chris Prado. And a swing and a foul at the plate, and that will keep Gaddy alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out and nobody on here in the bottom half of inning number 5. Hodges winds, kicks and deals. And it's low, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. And this one is slapped into left field, a base hit. Hit number 3 for the Rays. I'll bring up Chris Prado, who had 1 of the 3 base hits. He singled back in the 3rd inning. Just a reminder to check out the daily news at msblnational.com and our Marucci Big Play of the Day, which you can also see at our MSBL World Series page at apnvideo.com. Bottom of the 5th, 3-0 Barons, led by the pitching of Josh Hodges. It is time now for our trivia question inning, brought to you by our Marucci Big Play of the Day. Line shot, base hit, back-to-back singles against Hodges brings a tying run to the plate. Well, staying with the tradition of Atlanta baseball, in 1973, the Atlanta Braves became the first team to have 3 players with 40 or more home runs in a season. Can you name the 3 players? 1973, the Atlanta Braves had 3 players with 40 or more home runs in that season. Well, I'll give you a hint. One of them's a Hall of Famer. High fly ball out into left field, and Willig has got it and gets it back in quickly, and a good thing it was backed up there by 43. So Pedro Gonzalez retired on a fly ball to left field. He loops one to center. Vega, second baseman, out to get it, and he makes the catch to retire the side. So Castro gets the job done, and we are now heading to the 6th inning. All smiles on the Barons side. They lead 3-0. It's the 18 and over National Division winner-take-all championship game. Hey, getting a wide shot of Tempe Diablo Stadium, the winter home of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. We head now to the top of the 6th inning. Well, we got a pretty good game right here. Still anybody's game, even though the Barons lead it by a score of 3-0. They'll send up their shortstop, Alex Delgado, to start things off. Second inning of work for the 4th pitcher used by the Rays, Chino Luna. 2 balls, no strikes. Delgado taking a strike all the way, and it's 2-1. Alex is hit into a double play. He was hit by a pitch in the 4th. And he slaps one to the shortstop, Jimenez. Nice job, 1 down. That'll bring up Josh McAdams, who takes inside for ball 1. McAdams has struck out twice, but he courtesy run for Ben Grillo in that 3-run 5th. Stole second and came in and scored on a Rocco Callaway single. He gets a healthy cut here and comes up empty-handed, and that evens the count on McAdams at 1-1. Luna came in after Jose Gomez faced 4, gave up 3 hits and a couple of runs. Actually was charged with all 3 runs in the 5th inning. 2-1. Swing and a miss at a slider down and in, and count runs 2-2. Beautiful, somewhat warm day here, but the breeze is keeping the kind of cool here. That's inside, 3-2. Here's a full count pitch to Josh McAdams, batting with 1 out here in the top of the 6th, and that is low and away, ball 4. So Josh is on for the first time. Grello singled his last time up. Of course, we mentioned that McAdams went ahead and courtesy ran for him, and he lines one, a base hit in the right field. Jumped all over Luna's first offering. And now the runner's coming to third, and the throw not in time. I'll tell you, McAdams has not had a big day at the plate, but when he's been on the base pass, he's paid dividends. So manager Jason Tolhurst has got to be very happy with the way his team has performed in this 18 and over National Division Championship game. The MSBL and Tom Prendergast will be presenting the trophy to the team that comes out on top here, so stay with us at the conclusion of this game. Cameron Msbl, the batter, the outstanding catcher for the Red Barons. First and third occupied with 1 out. The 0-2 pitch to the Barons catcher. There goes the runner. He swings and misses. Here's the throwdown. It's not going to be in time. And now the runner's going to score. And it is 4-0. I'll tell you, Josh McAdams has done an outstanding job running the base. Whoa, hold a minute. Well, instead, catcher's interference, and the inning is over. So it will remain 3-0 on the, batter's interference. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, the Barons 3, the Rays nothing. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, 3-0 Barons as they're back on the field and back to the mound. Josh Hodges, pop-up foul out of play. 82 degrees, our game time temperature, with winds coming out of the east at 13 miles per hour. Which means that the winds are coming in from the outfield, probably from right field. It's a little hard to tell. We don't have a flag down here, but if you look at the trees out there in center field, it looks like there's a very strong breeze. Like I said, about 13 miles an hour. We got some gust. As this one is bunted, and Josh, well, did he touch it? They're going to say a foul ball. And hopefully Hodges is all right. He might have knocked the wind out of himself, and he's going to stay there for a moment. Let's take a quick timeout. 3-0 Barons. This is APN. So Eric Ornelas, who pitched 4 innings of shutout, no-hit baseball, will get new life, and hopefully Hodges is okay. He has been pitching a gem here today for the Red Barons in this championship game. I think he might have knocked the wind out of himself. Ortega trying to do a little housekeeping on Josh's uniform. They'll probably give him a warm-up toss, 2 or 3 here. Let's see. Yep. 1-2 pitch. And slap to the left side, the shortstop. Got him at first base by a half step. So Alex Delgado, fine play in the hole, showing off a very strong arm. Now Matt Homestad, first hitter in the lineup. He has been a strikeout victim his first 2 times up, and he's quickly behind, no balls and 1 strike. We are in the bottom half of the 6th inning. 1 out, nobody on for the leadoff hitter, who's 0 for 2. 3-0 Barons in this national division, 18 and over MSBL World Series winner-take-all championship game. Hodges has struck out 8. He has scattered 4 hits. He has pitched 5 1/3 inning of shutout baseball, the 0-2. He struck him out on the slider. 9 strikeouts for Hodges, and there's 2 down. So with 2 down, here is Freddie Jimenez, who had an infield double his first time up and has flied to left. He flied deep to left field. Well, if you get the ball up and you can get some air on it to left field, the wind might help you a little bit. It looks like it's blowing from right field to the left field corner. 1 ball and no strikes to Freddie. And a line drive right back to the mound, and the side is retired. Heading to the 7th, the Barons in control. They lead at 3-0 in this championship game. This is apnvideo.com. Heading now to the 7th inning, the top of the 7th inning. Here are the totals. Atlanta, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors with 7 stranded. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error. And 4 stranded for the Orange County Rays. 3rd inning of work for the left-hander Luna. And here's the man who drove in the game's first run, Rocco Callaway, the first baseman. He takes a strike, and it's 2-1. Rocco is 1 for 2 with that RBI single, and he takes inside full count. It'll be Callaway, Mizrahi, and Esquilin, the first 3 for the Red Barons. Again, our trivia question, give it to you after this at bat here by Callaway, or this pitch. 3-2, and ball 4. So a good at bat for Callaway, leadoff hitter aboard here to start the top of the 7th inning. That'll bring up Mizrahi. Willie had a sacrifice fly that drove in the 2nd run of the game back in the 5th inning. He bats here, squares the bunt, lays down a good one, first base side, and very wisely, Orange County lets that roll foul. Well, our trivia question in the theme of Atlanta baseball. 1973, the Atlanta Braves became the first team to post 3 hitters with 40 or more home runs in a season. That was 1973. Well, we've given you a little time to think about it. Here's a bunt out in front of the plate. Luna. And got him at first base. All right, so we go back to the top of the order, and here is Eric Esquilin. Eric has been hit by a pitch. He has struck out. He has singled. Runner at second base with 1 out, and this one skips away from the catcher, and now the Barons have another insurance run 90 feet away from home plate. So the answer to that trivia question, the 3 players with 40 or more home runs for the Atlanta Braves becoming the first team in baseball history to post 3 guys with 40 or more home runs. Henry Aaron, the Hall of Famer, longtime home run king. Darrell Evans. Remember Darrell Evans? He was a third baseman, DH, first baseman later in his career. As this one is skied back into deep center field. And it will be caught, but no chance to get the runner at the plate. That's a sacrifice fly for Eric. And the Barons here in the top of the fourth inning lead it 4-0. And the last player on that list was managerial great Davey Johnson. So Aaron, Evans, and Johnson is the answer to that trivia question. Two out, nobody on, and the first pitch is outside, ball one. Dion Tenney. Boy, that is a big insurance run right there for the Barons. Swing and a miss. 1-1 on Tenney. Ready with the next offering, and that one is under the knees. 2-1 to Dion Tenney, looking for his first hit of the contest. Luna kicks and deals, and this one is slapped into left field. It took a bad hop on the third baseman. Dion Tenney has his first hit of the contest. It comes with two out and extends the inning for Mark Ortega. Mark takes the first pitch, letter high fastball, a called strike, and it's 0-1. Mark was hit by a pitch the first two times he came to the plate. But last time up, he had an RBI single to extend the lead 3-0. There goes the runner, and he will have to head back to first base as that one is fouled off, and it's 0-2 on Ortega. No balls, two strikes with two out. Fastball high. 1-2. The 1-2 is ripped and almost took off a few heads down there. Runner takes his lead at first base. The 1-2 offering is hit in the air, and it's going to be out of play. There is activity in the Barons bullpen. So another 1-2 pitch to the Barons third baseman. Runner goes. He hits one a ton out into left center field. But it's going to be caught, and the side is retired. But they get a run, a big insurance run as we go to the seventh inning stretch here from Tempe Diablo Stadium. 4-0 Barons over Southern California's Orange County Rays. This is the Msbl World Series on APN. Seventh inning of work for Josh Hodges as he climbs back up on the hill and hopes to continue his shutout pitching ways here. Well, he has scattered 3 hits so far in scoreless baseball through 6. Adam Kuntz, strikeout victim his first 2 times up, and takes a big cut at that slider, and it's 1-1. A 3-run 5th inning has been the big difference in this one. That's out of play. Look out. Adam, of course, took over for Max Surgeon in that first inning on a 2-1 count and has promptly struck out both times. He's 2 balls and 2 strikes against Josh Hodges. And it's high and tight, full count. Three, 4, and 5, the hitters here for, the Rays. Strike 3 called. Coots can't believe it. He's saying that was the same location. You called it a ball on 2-2, but on 3-2, it's a called strike. That is the 3rd time that he has struck out in this game. Is that the golden sombrero? Is that what they call it now? I've never used that term. And that one over the head of Velarde. Ball 1. So Andy Velarde at the plate, 3rd place hitter. Tell you, this Rays team not out of it yet. They still got 3 at bats, and there's a rocket into left field, and that's a base hit. Velarde takes the turn, and now they throw the ball away, but it was backed up nicely by the third baseman Ortega. Well, you got bodies down there. You got one pitcher we could not see the number from our vantage point here at Tempe Diablo Stadium as the first pitch is outside to Rodarte, ball 1. Runner at first with 1 out, swing and a miss. So you've got a pitcher down there that's ready to go for the Barons, for the Red Barons. One ball, 1 strike. Rodarte is looking for his first base hit of the ball game. He is 0 for 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded foul. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. 4-0 Red Barons. They're in the field, led by Josh Hodges, their starting pitcher. 6 1/3 innings of shutout 4-hit baseball. This one really almost took the head off the first base umpire. That's a foul ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rodarte making Hodges work here. Another 2-strike pitch and another foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, runner at first base. Came back with a high fastball. Well, I wonder just how long Jason will stay with Hodges. He's pitched a great game. Championship, you don't want anything to get out of hand. High fly ball, and I'll tell you, Rodarte running up the pitch count here for Hodges. This is going to be the 11th pitch of this at bat coming up. 4-0 Barons, they're in the field. 8 outs away from a national championship, but they're trying to get Rodarte here. 2-2, slider inside, and the count is full. Payoff pitch, he lost him, ball 4. Well, as anticipated, the manager is now heading out to the mound, and let's see if this is going to be the last batter that Hodges faces. So we got a break in the action here. Let's see if they keep him in. He's got a pitcher warmed up down in the bullpen, but right now Hodges throwing a 4-hit shutout, but first and second, a 4-run lead for the Red Barons. Only 1 out here in the top or the bottom half of inning number 7. And he feels confident he's going to stay in, and I don't blame him. And obviously we don't know if this is a good decision by Jason or not, but I have to agree with him. I would stick with this guy. And a fly ball to center field and dropping for a base hit. Coming around third as it's misplayed out there, no error. And they got a run on the board. Line drive to center field. And Rory Gaddy comes through in the clutch. Well, he gave him a chance. He could not hold Gaddy at the plate. Gaddy gets the RBI single, and the morning is over for the big, tall right-hander as he goes 6+ innings. Outstanding job. Tips his cap to this capacity crowd, and we got a break in the action. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, you saw Stephen Barnett, the new pitcher on the mound, 6 1/3 innings of 1-run baseball. 5 hits by Hodges, but now it's up to the left-hander to get out of this first and second 1-out jam in the bottom of the 7th inning. A run is in, And the Barons lead has been trimmed to 3 at 4-1. First pitch, low ball 1. So Prado up there. The last 3 reached against Josh Hodges. RBI hit by Gaddy. Infield playing at double play depth. The pitch. And it's low, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. And 3-0. Well, the tying run is at the plate. Chris Prado is 2 for 2 at the plate. And now the 3-0 pitch. He's taken all the way, and it's 3-1. Swing and a miss. Straight change. The count is full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Prado 2 for 2 at the plate. The pitch. Fouled it straight back. Stephen Barnett in there in relief of Hodges. The 3-2 pitch. And that one is out of play to the right side. First and second occupied. 1 out. Payoff pitch. Low ball 4. The bases are loaded. And now the go-ahead run, or the tying run, is on base. New pitcher on the mound is going to be Gio Abreu in relief of Barnett, who pitched to just 1 batter, issued a walk, and now will come in. He will inherit 3 base runners. They're loaded with 1 man out. Barons clinging now to a 4-1 lead. Pedro Gonzalez will be the first batter. Hard-throwing right-hander Gio Abreu trying to get his team out of a jam, and he comes out firing ball 1. He throws fast. The big question with Gio is he going to try to overthrow, stay within himself? And the first 2 wasn't even close. The Barons put 3 runs up on the board in the top of the 5th inning, got another run in the 7th. Here in the bottom of the 7th, they've given up 1. And now the bases are loaded, and Gio can't find the plate. He does that time. He's throwing probably mid-80s. Abreu, 2-1 pitch. Line drive, center field, base hit, 1 run will score. Here comes the second run, and they're going to hold him up at third base. Good play out there by Esquilin. Another run scores, the second run of the inning for the Rays, and they've cut the lead from 4-0 to 4-2. That was simply a good piece of hitting. Abreu's first 3 offerings were all outside. And then Gonzalez, he just went with the pitch, lined it out in the right center field. And now Chris Vega. Breaking ball in there, 0-2. Good start to Chris Vega. They do have a radar gun on the premises. And Abreu reached 86, and he just hit a batter, and that's going to force in a run. And now it is 4-3. Ornelas takes a strike. Eric was tremendous on the mound. 4 innings of no hit, shutout baseball. At the plate, he has walked, he has grounded to shortstop. He's up there with the bases loaded. The tying run at third, the go-ahead run at second base, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th inning, 4-3. Barons, swing and a miss. He was tardy on that one. And you got a guy in Gio Abreu who can get it up there, the mid to high 80s. looking and needing a strikeout here, the 1-2. Yeah, nice attempt there by Cam Msbl trying to frame that pitch, but it was clearly outside. And now the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 4-3 Barons in the field, and now it's 3-2. I'll tell you what, if you're Gio, I think you just got to go right after this guy. Stop picking these corners. And trust in that fastball. And now he's a pitch away from walking in a run. And it's grounded down to third. They got to come home. They get one there. The throw to first. And it gets away from the first baseman. The tying run will score. The throw comes to the plate. And we're tied at 4 apiece on an error. Now the leadoff hitter, Matt Homestead, with the go-ahead run at second base or third base. That's out of play. I'm not sure if the error was on the throw or if the first baseman dropped the ball. Nonetheless, it's a tie game, and this one's fouled straight back and out of play. That one completely out of the ballpark. So no balls, 2 strikes. Abreu needing a strike. As the Rays have tied it up with 4 runs in the inning, and he just keeps fouling off these 85, 86 mile an hour fastballs. He has struck out 3 times in 3 tries at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. Second and third, the pitch. Strike. Oh, good breaking pitch that time. And I thought that was going to end the inning, but looked pretty good, didn't it? So 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 out. Abreu looks in for the sign. Here it comes. And this one is popped up in the shallow right field. The second baseman out to get it. 4 big runs come across. And we are heading to the 8th in this 18 and over National Division winner-take-all championship game. And now we're all tied at 4 apiece. This is APNvideo.com, the 31st annual Msbl World Series. Well, the 5th pitcher used here today by the Southern California-based Rays out of Orange County, Cedric Rodriguez. Well, we'll see if manager Jason over there can fire up his troops and rebound after giving up 4 runs. And the first batter, Daniel Ward, is hit by a pitch. The go-ahead run is on at first base. Leadoff hitter aboard to start the top of the 8th. That'll bring up Alex Delgado, the shortstop. The first touch, outside, ball 1. So new pitcher Cedric Rodriguez on the mound. They have went through Gaddy, 4 shutout no-hit innings by Ornelas. Gomez, Luna, who pitched in 3 innings, and now Cedric Rodriguez. Runner at first, nobody out. Delgado bunts and fouls it straight back. At the conclusion of this game, the gentleman in the white shirt, Tom Prendergast, that's Steve Lamontia, will be presenting the World Championship Trophy. Anybody's game. We're knotted at 4 apiece here in the top of the 8th inning. Rodriguez delivers, a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2 on the Barons shortstop. Josh McAdams is on deck. The 1-2 offering to the Red Barons shortstop. And he bounces one up the middle, took a bad hop and goes out into center field, and the runner will go to third. I'll tell you what, if that takes a routine bounce, they probably get a fielder's choice at second base. Josh McAdams at the plate. He has struck out a couple of times. He's looking for his first hit of the day. You got runners at first and third, the pitch. And it's low and away, ball 1. So we're in the top of the 8th inning. The Rays, who scored 4 times in the bottom of the 7th, has tied this game up at 4 apiece. But the Red Barons have the first 2 men aboard here in the top of the 8th. 4-4 tie, first and third. And here's a pop-up out into deep center field. He hit it a ton, but He got under it, and the sacrifice fly gives the Red Barons a 5-4 lead. Well, he comes through in the clutch. He had a high, towering, deep drive to center field. The sacrifice fly gives the Red Barons a 1-run lead here in the top of the 8th inning. Now Ben Grillo. There goes the runner. Throw down, not in time. So a stolen base for Delgado. He is in scoring position with 1 out. The Barons are 4 for 4 in stolen base attempts here today. And here's a chopper up the middle. The shortstop knocks it down, picks it up, throws, got him. That's a web gem. Freddie Jimenez with a tremendous play. Probably saved a run. He gets the out at first. Now the catcher coming up, and this is Msbl. He takes the first pitch, outside, ball 1. Well, I was getting ready to say at the top of the inning when Daniel Ward got hit by the pitch to lead things off. Manager Jason over here in the Red Barons dugout really wanting to see what his team is made of. How would they counter after giving up 4 runs and allowing the Rays to tie? Well, they've come right back here and they have put up a big go-ahead run. There is 2 outs and a 2-0 count to their catcher here. And the pitch to Cameron. He swings and misses, got away, but not far enough for the runner to score. 2-1 is the count on Cam. That's been a rough inning for this guy, even though he could walk away just giving up 1 run if he could retire the catcher of the Red Barons. 2-1 pitch. And it's 3-1. You got a pretty tough hitter on deck in Rocco Callaway. And I don't think Rodriguez wants to face Callaway. Here's the 3-1. Grounded to the shortstop, and a bad hop. Nothing he could do. And a run will score, and it's now 6-4 Barons. I think you got to give him a base hit. So Cam comes through. Gets the benefit of a bad hop. That was really bad. Well, now the runner takes off, and the throw to second, and now they're going to say it was a balk. So a balk puts the runner in scoring position. 2 runs in here in the top of the 8th inning. And now Ricky Castro is checked into the lineup, and he is batting for Rocco Callaway. First pitch, called strike. You got a runner at second, 2 runs in this winner-take-all national championship game. And a soft line drive caught by the shortstop, and the side is retired. Barons get 2. They regain the lead, 6-4. 18 and over, National Division, winner-take-all championship game. Slick fielding shortstop, Freddie Jimenez will be the first batter up. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It is now 6-4 in favor of the Barons. Gio Abreu, who came in last inning, had some struggles. Throwing in the mid to high 80s and comes back with a good fastball right there, about 87 miles per hour. 2 balls and 1 strike. Jimenez, followed by Coots and Velarde. Popped him up, first base side, and nice catch. Very nice play down there at first base, right along the railing, and Ben Grillo has recorded the first out of the bottom of the 8th. Adam Coates has struck out 3 times. First pitch, swing and a miss. Power versus power right there, and it's 0-1. It is a different feeling in that dugout on the third base side with the Barons after they scored 2 times in the top of this 8th inning. No balls and 2 strikes for Gio. And just off the outside corner. Good eye by Coots. Breaking ball. He knew it. Rung him up. Beautiful backdoor breaking ball, 2 down. Now the third place hitter, Andrew Velarde. 6-4 Red Barons in the field. Here in the bottom half of inning number 8, Velarde takes ball 1. Velarde singled and scored in the 7th inning when the Rays tied it, and he just drilled a base hit out into left center field. So Velarde gets a glad hand from his entire bench. So that'll bring the tying run to the plate here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and I think we're going to get quite possibly another pitching change here. So the manager, Jason Tolhurst, out there to talk things over. 2 out, runner at first base, 6-4 Red Barons as they talk things over on the mound. We got a break in the action at the 31st annual Msbl MABL World Series. Rodarte will start things off now. First pitch, breaking ball, called strike, 0-1. Well, when you've got an overpowering fastball that, like Gio Abreu, it is so easy to just over-rely on it. He comes back with back-to-back breaking balls. He got them over. Those are major league breaking balls. And Rodarte is down, no balls, 2 strikes. So Gio, an out away, a strike away from getting out of this situation here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The 2-strike pitch is hit in the air. Center field, routine. Eric's back. He's got it. And the one-handed grab retires aside. We're going to the 9th with the Red Barons of Atlanta, Georgia. 3 outs away from a national title. They lead it 6-4. We go to the top of the 9th inning here. Jeff Lowry, apmvideo.com, and well, we've seen an outstanding game here. Here's the first offering, and Willie lines it out into left field, a base hit. A good start for the Barons, looking to add to a 2-run lead here in the top of the 9th inning in this winner-take-all championship. And the Rays are going to employ their 6th pitcher of the day. We'll tell you about him in just a moment. Adam Coots is the new pitcher now for the Orange County Rays. There goes the runner on the first pitch. It's taken low for a ball. The throw down to second, not in time. And the Red Barons are 5 for 5 in stolen base attempts here this morning. It's been a good day for Eric Esquilin, the leadoff hitter for the Red Barons. Hit by pitch, a base hit, a sacrifice fly that drove in a run. And he takes under the knees 2-0, and Coots, I think maybe a quick change of the signs. Well, the next game up on the docket, you're going to have the Nassau Pirates and the Santa Rosa Rosebuds in the 18 and over Mountain National Championship game. Quickly 3-0 the count on Eric Esquilin, who's looking to get on base for the 3rd time in 4 at-bats. He takes a strike, and it's 3-1. Good pitch by Coots. The 6th pitcher used here today. By Daniel Cardenas, the pitch. That's a strike, and it's 3-2. Barons could use an insurance run here. They're up by 2. High fly ball and the shallow left. He was breaking back, but then comes on and makes the catch. So Chris Vega takes care of Esquilin. One out, a runner at second base, and here's Dion Tenney. Tenney had a base hit his last time up. He's 1 for 4. 6-4 lead for the men in black. The Red Barons of the ATL. And just 3 outs away from a national title. The pitch. In the air. Center field. Long run. Diving play. That's our Marucci. Big play of the day. The runner tagged and moved to third. Good base running there. What a spectacular play by Matt Homestead in center field. My goodness. So he robs Tenney of probably a triple, an RBI. 2 down in the inning, runner at third base, and here's Ortega. He takes inside. Did he go? He did not, and it's ball 1. So that gives the Rays a little life here. They would love to hold this Barons team at bay. That's 1 ball, 1 strike count on Ortega. Ortega's been hit by a pitch a couple of times. He has a base hit to his credit. Breaking ball, 2-1. Second inning of work for Rodriguez. Or check that. This is Coons, fly ball center field. And we are going to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Barons lead it 6-4. And 3 outs away from a national title in the 18 and over national division. So we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. And a national championship on the line for these 2 teams. The Red Barons return to the field in the dark shirts and the gray pants. And they are led by Gio Abreu, the hard-throwing right-hander. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 for the Rays, starting with Rory Gaddy, who was the original starting pitcher. Came out after facing 1 batter, and he takes outside ball 1. Gaddy has a couple of hits to his credit, and he is ahead 2 balls and no strikes. 6-4, Red Barons were in the bottom of the 9th inning. Championship, winner take all game. Two balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And a comebacker that will go to the second baseman. He's up, he throws, 1 down. Castro made it look easy as he makes the play, the assist at second base, 1 down. Out of play, foul ball. Chris Brado's had a good day at the plate. Brado is 2 for 2. He has a walk to his credit. And a ground ball, Delgado with the backhand and a long throw, and the Barons are 1 out away from national championship supremacy. So 2 down, and it's all up to Pedro Gonzalez to keep it going for the Rays. Gonzalez an RBI single and a run scored his last time up. And a high fly ball out in the center field. Eric is calling for it. He's under it, and this one belongs to the Barons. In 2018, the Barons are national champions in the 18 and over national division. Gio Abreu is the winning pitcher. We'll be back with the post-game celebration in just a moment. Final score, 6-4 Red Barons.